Okay guys, I am in Silhouette Studio, basically business edition. Business edition, and this is the file I am going to be working on today. This is an SVG file. So this is what my t-shirt is going to be today. Let me make sure everything is fixed here. Portrait, my size is letter. Much better. Let me increase the size of the screen. Much better. Okay, so I have some work to do on the file before I send it. Alright. Okay. Let's increase the size again. I have a general idea where this is supposed to be, so I could move this off for now. Make sure everything is properly connected. Alright, everything is welded. Everything's perfectly connected. Alright, already would not hurt to make sure it's a path. Yes, it is. Let me just check this part of it properly. I'm looking for crossing lines. I do not want to see any crossing lines. Because that will be terrible. Alright, this looks okay. This looks okay. Back to design. Reduce the size a bit. Let's go back. I'm going back. Right. This is good. But based on how this is, I really don't want to layer this. So object, modify. I think it's subtract. Is it subtract? Wait, Control Z. Control Z. Wait, come off. I'm gonna duplicate this layer for my sanity. Duplicate this layer. Alright, let's do this again. Object, modify, subtract. All is fine for all of those. Object, modify, weld. Just make sure it's welded. Nope, it's not. Control Z. 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 Contr Right now I'm experimenting, in case you're wondering what is this girl doing. Convert to part. Let's see if that's what it is I wanted to do. Yes, no. Okay, great. So that's what I needed to do. Make compound part. And then I can drop this back in. I need to open this out a little more. Needs to see. Good. Does that look right? Let's open it a little more. And a little more. Looks like it could move a little. Looks like it there now. Yes, it does. Looks like that's it there now. Right. So for my sanity again, let's group this. So nothing will move out of place. Sand, let me see how this looks. Great. No crossing lines. Let's open this a little more. Good. No crossing lines. No crossing lines. I'm wondering about these little pieces here, but again, that would depend on the size of the design. Now, speaking about size of design, what size do I want my design? I did not think about that before I came on. So let's see, what is the current size right now? Right now it's 7. I could do this a little wider. Let me see. I can do this a little wider. Considering the shirt is for me, I can do this as wide as I want, but not this wide. About a little bit there, a little bit there. So as it is right now, (8.8) by 7.39. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. And by the way, let me ungroup this. Object, ungroup. Let's try something here. I do not believe I have ever tried changing a color. Yes, I did. Yes, I need a deep pink. The nice thing about this design is that I can change it for any awareness, either prostate cancer, any awareness. The same text, the same hope will do. Let me see if I can find a nice fancy pink. Can I find a fancy pink here? Or just use that for now? Anyway, I think I'll just use this for now, because I already have the pink that I need. All these squiggly lines cutting on the silhouette, we'll see how that works out. We'll see the weeding on this, how the weeding on this goes. This will be an interesting weeding project. So that is what I'm going to do next. Cut my design. So again, let me group this back. Group. and I always go to this sand panel. This is, honest to God, the best thing for me. I am not going to cut it, but I am going to cut it, just not yet. As you can see, scanning for devices, I do not have my Silhouette connected as yet, but during the design process I always go to the sand panel just to make sure, because I do not want to send it and then realize I have crossing lines, I have lines that are gonna literally destroy my design. I'm seeing some little pieces here. It should not be much of an issue. Should not be much of an issue. No, it shouldn't be much of an issue. I am within the cutting line, which reminds me, are my cutting lines on? Because this could also be an issue. I need to be within my boundaries, otherwise this will not cut properly. So let me go back here and make sure that show cut border. Okay, great. I am within my cut border. That's great. So next we're gonna cut the design.